Tamisha Iman has
Oh.
bubbled up some controversy online because some folks are like, y'all are counting her out. I Googled her. She's 43. She has 30 years of experience. She started drag at 13.
Yes. I was very confused by that, but also again, Bob, that
I'm
could
not
be
saying she
true. Like I
didn't.
know a lot of you and I both know a lot of people in the ballroom culture who start doing balls when they're like 11, 12 years old. So that could be true. But I was trying to do the math too because she was like, I wish I could go back to when I was 25 because I've been doing it for 30 years. I'm like, are you 55? I'm so confused.
Okay, the boob plate to skin is perfect. Like it looks like some folks have a completely different titty than their skin. Hers is on point. These titties are so big. She looks 1 foot tall.
Are they?
They look like they're going down to her belly button to me. They're huge.
No, those look like how normal women's breasts are.
Breasts look like a lot of different things. So some look like this, some look like different things.
Oh my god, you know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean because some
Please.
ladies' breasts literally are so big they hang down to their knees. Some are little bites. So I mean, sure, there's some women's who breasts like this. Yeah, sure.
This looks like a woman who has breasts that size. This looks like how they sit in tops when I see them. Yes, this does not look strange. Doesn't look like they're so huge. Doesn't look anything. I will say when she was sitting down in her Meet the Queens, because I know she's wearing this breastplate, it made her look like she was like she, I don't know, it was like a weird visual, like she couldn't, like she was trapped behind something, like she was moving, but this part of her body wasn't moving. That makes sense. So it looked like she was like trapped.
She also has a drag. She's Lala Ree's drag mom, which I find.
Yeah, which is such, we've never seen that.
Also, she has some really great saying. She said it takes an army to put together a queen, but it takes a Tamisha to put together
an Iman. No, it takes an Iman to put together a Tamisha.
I was like, she has some great Southern sayings. People are gonna be shocked to see this old broom can still sweep. I was like, you in these. She's also one of those queens who brags about making every facet of their drag. She's like, I made my jewelry, I did my hair, I made my outfit.
I love that because I mean, in these Instagram times and where drag is now, like someone posts a picture and it's like glasses by this, earrings by this, hair by this person, and which is fine. So I think that saying "bitch, I make all my stuff," I think that's a great bragging point, and I think work if you can do that, bitch.
Yeah,
work.
I think it's an interesting bragging point. It does seem to have a merit of it that wants to discredit people who don't do that. It's like, I made all mine. It's like, okay. But also, it is impressive. On the other hand, that is very impressive. That is genuinely very impressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Work, Tanisha. Oh, Tamisha.
Right, we're looking at
Tamisha Iman.
Okay, let's start with the quote. Holler at me, I know you. Wait, holler at me, I know you know me. Holler at me, I know you know me. I don't even know what the fuck is this a reference?
I'm guessing, but it's some old lady shit. I don't know. First of all, no one is saying holla at me anymore.
That being said, the look is fine. I'm not crazy about the shoulders. I like this queen. Something about Tamisha.
I know. Yeah.
Something about her that did not come through in the Meet the Queens is coming through now. And
Agreed.
I love this drag queen. The fact that she was cast on season 12, I think I am maybe getting caught up in the cult of personality, but like getting cast on 12, getting diagnosed, within a year, she went from not being able to walk to walking. I'm like, this bitch is already an inspiration.
Yeah, I love it. I think, and again, I think, like you, because of that, I really like this look. I think maybe it's the story and everything, but this is just a great look. I love how she has I think there were the stoned piping and the red shoes. Again, it is a more mature look, but I think she looks expensive.
Which I associate with. Yeah.
You do. I think she looks expensive, but also sexy with those big ass titties and like the mesh blouse underneath. I think she looks great. I love this, and I love her face. Also, Tamisha out of drag and in drag, bitch, night and day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. But I mean,
Yeah.
I love this drag queen, and I cannot believe RuPaul looked this girl in the face after she said she just defeated cancer and said, "Take your ass home." I was like,
And also, she's been doing drag for 30 years. Bitch, RuPaul and her are fucking contemporaries.
RuPaul, this is RuPaul grinding an axe. RuPaul is settling the old dispute from when Tamisha took her drink ticket back at the Boom Boom Room in the late 70s.
Very that. So Tamisha Iman, I like her.
I just love this queen so much, and I just like, to be honest, if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't think she's gonna win this season, but I hope that she gets the love. Like, I love this queen, and she is just like, and I hope it's the real love, not that fake internet love where y'all like say you like them but you don't follow them and don't go to their shows. Like the real love that you give me and Monet and Trixie and Katya in Alaska, that kind of love. And their lip sync was, I mean, I agree.
Simone, no. This is what I'm talking about. Simone was one of the best lip syncs.
No. Yeah, I mean, she was great. She was definitely more dynamic than Tamisha. I mean, I just can't get out the fact that Tamisha was like, bitch, I wasn't walking 7 months ago. Like that, I can't stop thinking about that.
Yeah.
And it's not fair to judge Simone on that curve. That's not fair to do. But Simone was very good.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Bob. Maybe you disagree with this, but I feel like for the fans, for the demographic of Drag Race, the majority thereof, they just don't identify with the older queens like Tina and like Tamisha as much as they do the younger queens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that probably is true. That probably has a lot to do with it. Are we too mean?
People said that we were a little mean last time. I don't think we were.
I mean, a little inside tea. One of the producers of a certain review show that I used to do said that I've always been this mean. They were just editing out all the mean stuff.
Well, no, I think that you and I are giving our honest takes, our honest opinions, and maybe some people listening are trying to be a little too green and they don't want to hurt girls' feelings. We're not. And by the way, I don't feel like we're hurting girls' feelings either. But also, this when you're on the show and you get critique,
girl.
Be up to your feelings. When I was when I was on season 10 at All Stars 4, when I would listen to like some podcasts about me, when I would listen to Fashion Photo Review, I was like, damn, Raven, damn, Raja, like that hurt. That really hurt me.
I remember 2 people that you had beef with during your seasons that you were like mad. I was like,
I had beef? Hot.
Yeah, you were mad.
Oh, that podcast. Well, I mean, okay. I wasn't mad. Okay, I wasn't mad. It was just not factual.
Mo, you were mad. You were mad.
Okay, I was upset because it was literally it was just like it was like a bullshit statement.
But are you gonna say their name?
No, because I don't want to give him the clout. Like fuck that. Nobody knows who he is, and you know what? And in fucking obscurity, he will remain.
Well, I think he's actually quite popular, and a lot of people know who he is.
No, are you talking the same person? Yes, remember when we were talking about celebrity lists? He's like fucking E. He's like E-list.
Monet. He's a famous writer.
Yeah, bitch. No, he's not a famous writer. Like famous, like okay. Shonda Rhimes is a famous writer. Okay, Bob the Drag Queen is a semi-famous writer for writing.
Are you talking about a specific? Are we both talking about a specific comedian?
Yes.
Who may or may not be from the Midwest.
Yes.
Whose name may or may not rhyme with.
You are so messy.
Smo Chim Pooster. Say their names, or at least a name that rhymes with their name. And you were also mad when you were mad at Monique when she said, I keep your sponges. I want my money back.
Okay, that's because people made me think that, okay, and we talked about this before on our Sibling Rivalry podcast, but what it was Monique came to me and asked me about it, and she was like, sis, I'm putting this on the song, and I was like, work, and then it came out, and other people were like, girl, I cannot believe, did you see what she said about you? This is me. I was like, oh my God, is it? I guess, is it? And I didn't, because it didn't register me as mean until people were like, girl, she is coming at your neck. She is really trying to get you.
Yeah, because people get in your head, girl. You got radicalized.
Yeah. When you when you did season 8, were you like particularly like really like in your feelings about comments about your about how
Well,
you
I
were
was in my feelings
perceived on the
about
show?
Raven saying "fuck your purse" to me. Um, I was in my feelings
Hmm.
about mostly that. I mean, to be honest, I got pretty good critiques on Fashion Photo Review. Um, and but Raven saying "fuck your purse," I was like, "Bitch, okay, fuck your purse, mind your business." So since we out here doing stuff, you know, I'll fuck my purse when you mind your business. Um, but that
I
being
see now it's just a
said,
trend that you just did it. Uh-huh. I'm listening, sorry.
well, I was saying, that being said, we are giving out just our slightly honest opinions here.
I saw a post on Twitter. They were like, I really didn't like the way that the girls bullied Elliot and saying she got kicked up. I was like, it is drag. Drag queens, like, it's just queer culture
Our
to kind of
bullies.
rag on each other. Like we just rag on each other. It's just like a little fun. No one is like using the word bullying. That's a little extra and a little severe. He's not getting bullied. I mean, they're just poking fun at him. It's not that deep. Y'all need to really relax with that shit. They're like, they are bullying him. This is not nice. We don't know what he's gonna do when he get back to his hotel room. I'm like, what are we talking about here? It's not that serious.
I looked up Tamisha Iman. Well, I looked at some old Tamisha Iman videos.
Uh huh.
Do you know Tamisha Iman was like one of those queens doing kicks, splits, literal backflips?
No, is she? Was she really?
Girl, I mean, in Jacob sent me a video of her in 1994. She's doing this like Tamisha Iman mega mix. I don't even know how she got this track with her name in it. There was no garage band. I don't even know how the fuck she's. It's, I think
Right.
96, 94. It is an old ass video. Tamisha Iman is it looks like Tandy Iman Dupree.
I don't know who that is.
I Need a Hero with the splits to the ceiling.
Oh, got it. Got it.
It
Oh,
is
Jacob just sent
wild.
it to me.
Jacob just said, "Yeah, I mean, we can't watch it, but it's wild. Like
You can just say the title.
Work.
it's called Tamisha Iman in talent competition at Miss National 1996. Y'all are about to gag. Like I am
Oh, yeah, we'll put the link in
truly.
our Patreon
I'm
so you guys
becoming a
can watch
Tamisha
it.
Iman stan so hard, Monet. Like if the first I was like, I like her, but the more I look at her, I'm like, I bought the high tops.
I bought them. Oh my god, I bought mine too. They're $65. I should be getting them in the next week or so. I'm very excited.
Oh, bitch. And then we will be judging fashion because we're going to be wearing Miss Iman.
Okay, so you're predicting that Tamisha's is gonna be at the top next week.
I am, yeah. She's insane. And I just don't. I didn't get any of this from her Meet the Queens. Like I don't know. I don't know what was going on. I was not getting this from her Meet the Queens. But girl, from the moment she walked in the door, I was like, I love this queen.
I'm predicting next week tops will be Rose and Denali.
I'm saying Rose and Tamisha.
Huh. Okay.
Tamisha Iman, who's coming for you. First of all, my Tamisha Iman obsession will never cease. Never. Everything about the things I don't like about this look is the hair and the shoes. I would never wear hair and I would never wear.
Yes. I hate it from the
shoe.
neck up and from the ankles down. Everything in the middle, I'm into it. But the neck up, ankles down, I'm like, no. Why them white shoes? Ew.
But this is something I would wear. I would wear this fully to the meet and greet. It'll be me at the meet and greet wearing this, and Monet in a sweater right above her pussy, and I'm dressed like a deaconess.
Wanting to buy them tees, girl.
Why need to buy them? But I'm just obsessed with her. This looks good. I don't personally love a strappy shoe. Personally,
I do. I love a strappy shoe.
Although this has more straps than. This has enough straps that makes me look a little bit comfortable. The amount of straps you wear, I'm uncomfortable. It's like literally shoestring, 2 pieces of shoestring, and your entire boat just on the ground.
No, it's not about my feet be looking kind. You such a little hater.
Oh, and now you got tiny little, teeny little feet, huh?
Bitch, in pictures I do. I will say, Amisha,
you got them Keisha cars.
No, I do. Keisha Car wears a size 17. I wear a size
filters, girl.
No, I wear a size 13. Britta wears a 16. Keisha wears a 17. No, not once, not ever. Don't even try it, bitch.
Have you ever seen Britta's feet, Britta's shoes, and you're like, Jesus,
they're crazy. It's crazy to look at. Tamisha she paints herself to look so I don't know. She's one of the queens. Like, some queens you see them in and out of drag. You're like, I see that. If I was to see Tamisha out of drag and in drag, I would not
Different
associate
people.
the two with each other. It's completely different people, and I love that. I
Only thing
love
is she doesn't.
that.
Maybe I recognize her voice. That's it. This Elvira
Yeah.
look is so good. I love this Elvira look. It
Okay,
is
I
great.
disagree. I think it's cute. I don't know about love. I love the hair thing, but I don't like the silver. I don't like the silver. The way that the silver is laying out. I'm just not a huge fan of it. It's fine, but I'm not in love with it like you. It's fine.
I like it. And I love what she said. I'm working 84 inches on the road.
I love that. I
gagged
did
me.
love that. I did love that.
I love Tamisha Iman. I love this queen.
We know.
I love this drag queen. First of all, I do
know.
not agree with the judge's critique that she was not like I as soon as she started going with her, Tamisha Iman is coming for you to show the girls what I can do. I was like, I'm here for this. I don't love this look, but I don't hate it enough to be mad about it.
I loved her verse. I loved her cadence and how she was rapping, singing, whatever. But I will agree, her verse did not match the energy that Tamisha was giving in her song. Like, I feel like in vocally, she had so much energy and had so much character, but in watching her, I wasn't feeling that. And
are we also going to acknowledge the fact that Tamisha Iman is 50 years old?
Doesn't
Tamisha
matter.
Iman,
it doesn't matter. You chose.
For you to say
you chose. But okay, no. But you chose to come on Drag Race. You knew what Drag Race is. You knew that there were dancing challenges. Bitch, Tamisha Iman knew that she might maybe have to do a fucking acrobat challenge where she's doing cartwheels and backflips and somersaults. Okay, like, you can't use her age as a. And also, time out. I'm not finished.
Go.
You're using her age against her. Like she knew what she was signing up for to do the competition. And again, I'm not saying that. There is a nuance in that, but her energy, especially comparing it to all the girls besides Kimora, did not match the energy of all of the fierce performers, like Denali, like Rosé, like when Joey J's performance had energy, it didn't match that.
I think that's easy for you to say at 30 years old when you've never fought cancer. That's so easy. At 30 years old to be like, why doesn't she have more energy? She should be beaming with energy. She just less than a year ago couldn't even walk.
Okay.
Could not even walk. So, but y'all are like, I just don't understand why she doesn't have it, and she shouldn't have came on Drag Race if she had cancer.
She come on Drag Race. I am just saying
she knew
that
what she was doing. She knew.
I'm just saying we are judging.
Also, but your body can only do what your body can do. Wait. I let you. Okay. I let you. But you can only do what your body can do. You can't do this. Now, there's a chance that she might be able to do more than this. But from what I've seen, Tamisha Iman does not do anything halfway. She goes all the way with stuff. And I feel like she was giving her all. These lyrics are. Let me go break down what's great about these lyrics. First of all,
I also want to say you cannot grade her on a curve. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, I think that Tamisha Iman came in strong. She's doing what she can do, and there will be chances when in acting challenges and stuff like that where she doesn't have to be giving you. When she's gonna do her thing and she's gonna shine, it's gonna be brilliant. But in this challenge, the dancing, singing, rapping, dancing challenge, you're gonna grade her as what the standard is and what you're getting from the other girls.
But that's also not true because people grade on a curve all the time.
On Drag Race,
for example, what do you like? For example, when there's a comedy challenge and there's this like during a comedy challenge or like the Snatch Game, people go, "Aquaria, I just didn't expect you to be so funny. I just didn't expect it." So therefore, because they didn't expect it from her, she's graded on a curve. Whereas
it doesn't change the fact that it wasn't good.
Where they're expecting the girls who are expected to be funny, they're graded them on a curve as well in the opposite direction. They're like, I just expected more of you. They went in expecting more. That's what grading on a curve is. When you go in with these preconceived things and it's based on that. So for example, do you think Aquaria's Snatch Game was funnier than yours?
I don't think the Aquaria's Snatch Game was funnier than mine.
Do you think she was graded on a curve?
No, but I think that I do think that the Aquarius Snatch Game was funny. I think what set her way above me was her runway, and that's clear. I can admit that. Aquarius' runway was light years better than mine, so that on top of her being funny edged her over me.
And I think what set Aquaria above you, she's a better drag queen than you. Period.
You know what? That's fine. I was Team Kimchi, so whatever, bitch. Fuck you. Anyway, read these words.
And I was Team Aquaria, and we won. My team won. Let's take a break. You're not about to clown my queen.
I'm
I'm a
not
Tamisha
calling her. I
Iman
like
stan.
Tamisha, which by the way, I'm still waiting for my Tamisha Iman sneakers, and I can't wait because I ordered mine before yours. I'm gonna be stunting on these hoes before you, bitch.
Actually, no, I ordered mine the day they came out.
Oh,
For me, it's between Rose and Tamisha Iman. I did like Rose's performance more. Again, the thing about Denali's is the way, like, hers just did not have a good ending. Like, her whole verse was good, then it had a weak ending. And Rose's was great the entire time through.
tiring. Yeah, yeah.
And you know what really got me together? Pretty witty vocals down, and then
I
hitting a
love that.
dip, which she said hitting a dip on down. That was just a great. But also, the one I watched the most was Tamisha. Watching all the girls back up while Tamisha goes, Tamisha Iman is coming for you to show the girls what I can do.
I would say the one I watched the most was Denali, which her dancing and like agree with you. When she did that fucking dip, I was like, this. I mean, the duck walk. I was like, this bitch better be duck walking. Oh, it was so good. Because also rewind, come back to a couple years ago. Bob used to love to try to throw in a duck walk at his shows, and then as the years progressed, his knees got worse and worse and worse. So sometimes Bob would try to do a duck walk, and Bob would try to take the centrifugal force of his elbows to swing his knees. Like it used to be really soft and kind, and it just got.
It went from a duck walk. It went from a duck walk to a pigeon strut to a full on. I can do one. I'll post a video on the day this comes. I'm gonna post a video of me hitting a little ass. Anyway,
okay, all right.
I never got a chance to announce what it is I love so much about Tamisha Iman's lyrics. Okay, Tamisha Iman's coming for you to show the girls what I can do. Dracula came to do with the ATL Peach with a story to tell. When she said ATL Peach with a story to tell, it's about like her story really does speak to me. I've never had cancer. I've never experienced anything like that in my life. But everyone has been touched by someone who's been taken by cancer. And like her story is really important to tell. Bent but not broken. I'll fight to the end. That is like so great. She's acknowledging, like, I used to be able to do everything Denali did. I could do it 10 times better than she could. And I'm not there anymore. I'm bent, but I'm not broken. Like, the can may be dented, but what's inside is still fucking good. Old school diva shall rise again, which is a reference to the South. Everyone says there's a famous saying, the South shall rise again. Yes. But it also is a reference to Atlanta being the phoenix, because the bird of Atlanta is the phoenix, because Atlanta was burned down and it rose from the ashes. Going for the crown is going to be tough. She's also, there's some humility in acknowledging that she's not like, I'm just skating through life. She's like, this is going to be a little bit hard, but I was fucking made for this. So that is why I love Tamisha Iman's verse, because when I break it down, it has the most meaning to it. And I don't think any girl's verse. Cute. I don't think any girl's verse has as much meaning to it as hers does. When I looked at them all, hers has the most meaning to it.
Well, you know what? Then go do fucking Sibling Rivalry with Tamisha Iman. You and Tamisha can be fucking sisters. Go get her to do the podcast, bitch. Did you like her so goddamn much?
Tamisha Iman, it's coming for you. You specifically, money. You. Tamisha Iman, who made her own outfit.
I like this outfit. I wanted the thing in the front to be either more like avant-garde looking or like more like, because it at first glance it looked like it was like a she was like, all right, I need to finish this garment and I'm gonna add this on here, as opposed to it being like this like elaborate, like, you know, remember how Jada had that thing in the front of hers and her tulle outfit? It was really extra and it looked super like,
on which one?
Couture. On I think the tulle runway they had last season. I don't remember, but Jayla, she had like her yellow. She had this like big thing.
Oh yeah, the thing was coming out the front. Yeah. No, I'm thinking.
So that's what I'm thinking about.
I'm thinking Miss Cracker and the thing. I
would want to lose that and just have the gown without the thing in the front.
I think it'd be too simple without that. I personally like this look. It also looks like a Zaldi. You don't think so? Like, this looks like a Zaldi dress.
Not for me. I do think that her face and her hair look gorgeous, and you know Tamisha probably fucking curled and styled that hair right in the workroom, like she made her own, because she does all her own stuff. So that I'm super impressed by that. But the thing in the front just really throwing me off. But I do like. I
also love that her face is perfectly sitting on top of that.
That is true. I do love that.
It's literally like her chin is just perched on this thing. I might be biased, but I really like this look. But also, I mean, it wasn't just me. RuPaul, everyone was gagging. Everyone was like, girl, this look is wild.
RuPaul also said that Trinity's Angelic White was the top level of drag. She's doing it right here, right now, and standing next to fucking me, bitch. I think for me, because of creativity and how fun it is, Utica edges Tamisha out just a little bit for me.
If I was gonna pick one, I would say Tamisha. If I was gonna wear one, I would either wear Tamisha's or Kamora's.
Tamisha got real spicy at the beginning.
I love this. Tamisha looking over that shoulder. RuPaul is 60 now. She's like, I'm 60. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, bitch. I am 60 years old. I am 11 years older than Tamisha. It's a wrap, honey. I'm not walking around. And I do love that Tamisha, my homegirl, is not doing great, but she found a way to turn it around. Tamisha is really good at taking the note. A lot of people will not take, they want to fight so bad. You've seen it. You've probably been in the same room or a group of people. They will not take the note. In fact, to be fair, I was one of the folks not taking the note when Lucian was giving this, but Lucian's notes were confusing. But
I love
it's
Tamisha's story about her kids. That's so sweet. Like, Tamisha has 3 children between the ages of 35 and 33. That means Tamisha was, for those 3 years, Tamisha was getting it on and popping with some vagina, honey.
At least twice. At least twice.
No, they're not twins. They're 3 separate kids. They don't have any twins. They are twins?
No, she said I have twins. Yeah. She has 2 35-year-olds and 1 33-year-old. Yeah.
Got it.
Huh?
How old are your kids?
How old are whose kids?
Tamisha's.
32. I think she had 2 of them were 35 and 1 of them was 33. Or at least at the time of filming, which was back in 2020.
She's currently 42, which means she either had her kids when she was 7.
No, isn't she 49?
Then she had her kids when she was very young.
No, she's 49.
She's 49.
No, Tamisha's 49, yeah.
So she had her kids when she was 14.
Oh, I mean, that from an Alabama, that makes sense. So let's go on to Tamisha Iman, who is wearing Tamisha Iman.
Okay.
I mean, Tamisha looks good. She looks good, but I'm not crazy about this train. I would like more drama in the train, personally.
Yeah, she looks good, but this is not a good train look. Like what? Like
I agree.
No, this is literally Elliot's, but with even less drama and even less stakes. We just read Elliot. Not read, and we said Elliot's was blah, and you're like, so boss, let me get this straight. So you were like, Elliot, no, this full. Tamisha's wearing the exact same outfit. You're like, I like this. What?
That's not what I said. What I said about Elliot was I said, well, it's fine. When about Tamisha said, it's fine. I wish I had a bigger train. I did not say go on. I did not rave by either one of them. I did not shut Elliot's down. I said, yeah, it's fine. It's not great. I don't think that Tamisha's is great. Like as an outfit without the train, I'd be like, oh, work, this is cute. But I don't particularly. I'm not obsessed over this garment.
Also, she's wearing your favorite shoes, girl.
You know, I do not love a strappy strap moment, honey.
I would say though.
Drag Race.
I do love the little fascinator. I think that's really cute. I love the makeup too, but the outfit, yeah, no.
Yeah, the fascinator is cute.
Y'all can say what y'all want, but this is the Drag Race I want to see. This is what I'm here for. I was excited watching it. This was good.
I was warm. I was like, oh my God. First of all, let me just say right now, I want to give a big thank you to both Tamisha and Candy for making this Untucked one of the best ones we have seen in a very long time. I also need to say this 100%. Up front, and I cannot believe that I have to say this. I feel like Jake Yonsei. We are going to be giving our opinions. Monet and I don't have anything against any of these drag queens, and we do not want to engage in anything that's like, I heard that people are out here saying mean things to Candy, calling her mom, this, that, and the other. It goes without saying, that is not appropriate. I am grateful that Tamisha and Candy both made some really good TV. We are going to give our opinions on that stuff, but it is not. I can't speak for Monet because Monet is a nasty bitch. But my opinions are all centered around just my ideas about what was going on in the situation, but it's not about their I don't want anything bad to happen to them.
But also what was weird to me was that which is something that's pretty standard throughout all the seasons. Like the girls to say, oh, I think you're definitely top competition. I don't get what Tamisha's so offended by. It's like, just because she doesn't think you're her top competitor, I think it's 2 things. A, you're insulted that they don't think that you're big competition. And it's hard to hear because, in the realm of Drag Race, if the girls are not threatened by you, then that means that maybe they don't think you're as talented or whatever. And I think she's like, she's a little hurt by what Candy's saying, which is why she's getting upset.
I agree. Candy's comment was not directly to Tamisha, but Tamisha is hurt because what Candy is indirectly saying is this is the only person stopping me from getting the crown. If I don't win, it's only because of Simone, not none of you raggedy assholes. And I could see that being offensive. I don't know that I would have reacted in the way Tamisha did, but this is also,
Is it offensive though? Is offensive the right word?
I mean, offensive.
is
Whether or not
strong.
something is offensive is subjective. Whether someone's offended is not based up to our own interpretations. But obviously, she was offended. But I also always say, just because something offended you doesn't mean it was offensive. But I am fully shook at. Lala Reed's called it a couple episodes ago. Lala Reed was like, "Oh, I know Tamisha from back home, and she likes to fight, and it is coming out." And my favorite was when Tamisha said, "I wrote it down. I wrote hashtag twisted busted wig." She said it with this twisted.
Because Candy was sitting there looking crazy. Candy looked like a hooker at Hunts Point in the Bronx after a long night, and none of her Johns picked her up. She had a few, and they all fucked her wig up from sucking dick. She looked crazy. She was sitting there looking sad and crazy.
But it's one of those moments where I was like, it's one of those moments. I think that maybe she's gonna start seeing how she looks on TV and be like, oh, maybe I was. Maybe there's a chance that I was a little bit. We can't talk about Untucked. We can't. I also love that Tamisha did that little mini ball. That was cute. When Tamisha did like category is. And
that was cute.
Because Utica was like, Tamisha Iman's old lady look. It's perfectly fine. It's just Tamisha in another suit.
Yeah, we've seen a suit like 19 times, and this. Yeah, I thought this was. This was a soft boot for me.
And her second look is also perfectly fine.
It's fine. I love the shoes. This is fine. Yeah, nothing
and
impressive.
her third look. This is not good. Like it's the only thing that I will say this: the construction on this bodice, this bra, that is very impressive. But and I think the construction is good. It's just it's not a pretty outfit.
Tacky. Yeah, it's tacky. It's really tacky. Although I will say with the choker and the bracelets was giving me very Whitney Houston. It's not right, but it's you know that was her reference point 1,000%.
Probably. You mean a fool? Let me out.
Yeah, very
But I need you to be very sensitive today.
Why?
Because I'm going through as the president of the Tea Hive.
I had to say last night on social media, I was like, if Bob is nothing else, he is an extra ass nigga. I said, this is too much.
I was so annoyed. It was so upsetting. And what's most upsetting is I didn't necessarily. Well, I can't. We can jump off the bat with talking about I didn't necessarily disagree with her losing the lip sync. It was just upsetting. We found out so much last night about Tamisha and her.
We did.
And her ride in this competition and what it means to be a person in who's recovering and trying to compete amongst these. Like it was just so much. I was on an emotional roller coaster. Me and everyone.
Emotional roller coaster. Tamisha and Candy are still going at it, but to be fair, in the time that they last went at it, it's probably maybe an hour has transpired, and I don't know about many of y'all, but I need more than an hour to cool down. So it's only been like about an hours and a half, maybe space time. So they're still both heated, they're still both hot, and we rewind the tapes, and we do get confirmation that yes, Candy was like, they were like everyone was. The room was at like a nice medium temperature. Then Tamisha came in like hot like fish grease, girl, and got it percolating.
Well, there was two things that happened in that rewind, because I do believe there was a little bit of nuance not being offered to Candy in that moment. Because Candy was like, you said this. To me, was like, actually, I said this. But the words were slightly different. Yeah, but also, in defense, words being slightly different can change an entire connotation.
True.
Like I was saying,
True.
I think what Tamisha was trying to say, which she did not say elegantly the first time, she goes, it feels like you all have been just really shitting on the girls who got eliminated, which doesn't feel nice. That doesn't feel nice. And Utica, it was like, it seemed like all the girls who agree with Tamisha are from the B Squad, which means that there might be some validity to that feeling.
But they're all going to feel that way because they all were in danger of going home. So I think they all feel that way. And I still double down on what I say. I don't think there's anything wrong in saying that Simone is the biggest competition here. Bitch, all of us watching the show feel that way. All of us watching the show are like, Simone is going to win the season. So that is probably only amplified
Simone's
and
probably
echoed
gonna win
more
this
by the
season.
girls. Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so but it's more tepid. It's not as intense. It seems to be calming down a little bit between these two.
I want to know, is Tamisha Iman going to run Nene Leakes her check? Every time she said, I said what I said, I was like, Nene's probably at home like...
But, I mean, also, she's from Atlanta, so I'm sure, I know personally, from personal experience, I said what I said is a big saying. Everyone in Atlanta knows I said what I said, and everyone in Atlanta knows where it's from, especially in the black community.
Yeah. Agreed.
And I just, I can also understand where both the girls are coming from. This is probably a really upsetting situation to find yourself in, you know?
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Anytime you are in close to the bottom or in the bottom, like I was, essentially 3 times in season 10, and twice almost went home. You just, bitch, you be salty, bitch. Well, honestly, no, for me, I was upset, but I was more so sad, bitch. I would come back in the workroom looking like someone just fucking killed my damn cat. I would be like, yeah, guys, I just, but Tamisha she's like a little peppery. She's like, I'm on fire and I'm gonna get this right. So I solidify myself in the competition. I think that's the energy she's giving us.
Yeah, for sure.
I did not like Tamisha and Elliott's. Tamisha and Elliott's was fine, but I like Team Gottmik's more.
I don't know. I actually like this.
Tamisha goes for Utica. Utica has looked at Olivia first, so they've made eye contact. Tamisha grabs Utica. And gets Utica first, but Utica's already made like the eye contact.
There it is.
With Olivia.
I got it. So apparently Utica makes eye contact with Olivia. And their eye contact is their verbal agreement. But then I guess Tamisha didn't see it, so she grabbed Utica, and then Olivia's walking over, and then Utica's like, sorry, Olivia was first. That shit is awkward. That is awkward. Okay, let's talk about the hula hoop group. The hula group. So we have Tamisha Iman and Joy and Ellie with 2 T's.
Bob, I'm not being funny. I'm not whatever. When this started, first of all, Tamisha looked incredible. I fucking love this outfit and this hair.
Tamisha looked like she was 25. She was 25 years old. She was 25 years old. I was like, how does she look so young? It was crazy.
Yeah, she looks really good. And then I don't know and maybe I need to watch it again. I genuinely thought Tamisha did a good job in the choreo. I did not get all the stuff they were saying. But then later the judges, they like played it back and I was like, okay, maybe there. But I still like watching it. I was like, I literally wrote, I said, I love Tamisha's look. She looks amazing. I said, Tamisha, exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. She's killing this challenge. So maybe I just was not, maybe my shit was fucked up. I don't know what's going on.
To be honest, I thought so too, because she's like, they keep showing the point where she like holds the hoop and she's a little dead in the face and then does the arm thing, but I don't remember seeing any clips of her messing up any steps. I don't remember any clips of her doing anything. Like, I just don't think she did a bad job. I'm going to save my opinion on who should have been in the bottom besides her for now, but I think that she did a good job in the challenge.
I did too. I genuinely thought so. Like, I genuinely did.
Let's talk about Tamisha Iman. I mean, only thing I don't like about this dress is how it goes out in the middle a little bit.
Yeah, the thing in the middle was really distracting and like took away from her shape. Like, I like the overall shape. I just didn't like this thing in the middle. Like, it like bulged her out. And I'm like, no. So,
but I do love this bunny ear moment. I do love this bunny ear moment though.
Yeah, that was cute. And I think I like her choice of hair with it. It's giving me very Miss Black Universe. What's that thing you do before the thing starts? You go do you go talk to the judges or whatever. Interviews. It's gonna be very that.
Well, she probably is Miss Black Universe at some point in her life, girl. She hasn't returned titles. Now let's go on to the saddest moment of 2021.
Oh God. Okay, it's not the saddest moment of 2021. You're being very dramatic.
Speak for yourself.
And again, I said this earlier, I disagreed with them with Tamisha. I thought that Tamisha did good in the challenge. And even when they were recalling what she did, I was like, okay, this is one moment where there's like a little flub, but the rest of it was not bad. So I was very confused. I didn't get it. Well, you know what? A lot of fans are calling the show out. They're like, so last episode, Candy and Tamisha had an argument, and then now they're in the bottom of this episode. I don't like this. I see what y'all are doing. And I will say, that is very peculiar that they happened to have an argument last episode, and Candy was not, to me, the worst, nor was Tamisha, and they ended up in the bottom. Wait, Bob, go back. What do you think about RuPaul posing the question to the panel about Tamisha? Who's like, do we judge her? Do we grade her differently than the other girls because of because of her story?
Well, there's a lot going on here. One, there is part of me that says this just seems a little ableist from someone who is able to kick and do all these things. And the part of me says, yeah, Ru can kick. You see Ru kicking.
Well, okay. I guess I'm struggling to see the ableism because I think that Ru is asking a question. He's like, he's like saying, how do we judge her in this competition, considering what she's gone through? I don't think Ru is saying anything. I don't think he's saying anything ableist. He's not saying that she can't. We're not going. So he's saying like he's asking like I get ethically like more like how do we adequately judge her with knowing what she's gone through?
That is a fair statement. I just feel like it should be taken into consideration because they brought her here knowing that she
that's the part
that she had cancer last year, couldn't walk 6 months ago. They knew this when they brought her here.
Yeah. Agreed.
You know?
So I think them casting her knowing that you have to make considerations for that. And you and I have gone back and forth about it. Like back at the beginning, you and I were going back and forth about your feelings on it, my feelings on it, and getting to know more about Tamisha and the ostomy bag and all the things. Like my opinion on it has changed. That there needs to be some considerations need to be made. But then I guess how does that stack up in terms of fairness compared then how does that
think of it this way. Think of it this way. If you both have to get on the stage and one of you is in a wheelchair, if you don't put a ramp there for the person in the wheelchair, it's not fair to be like, whoever gets to the stage first wins.
True.
Like, or get on stage in general. Like if I'm in a wheelchair, I'm going to need a ramp to get up there. Unless I'm just like struggling and breaking the lights and dragging my body over and then trying to pull my wheelchair up. Like the person in the wheelchair is already at a disadvantage. I think that is something that needs to be considered when casting someone who has had something as traumatic to their body, have something traumatic happen to their body, like aggressive chemotherapy to fix colon cancer.
Yeah, I agree.
How do you feel about the lip sync? Who do you think won?
I think Candy won. Candy's doing a really good job. She's really emoting. Also, this song I fucking love this song. Blue Cantrell is a stunner. This is great, and I think, but Candy Muse turned it.
Hey, ladies, if you may want to get buck wow. But also, who has ever left Drag Race with this much grace and dignity? Who?
Yeah.
Who has ever on Drag Race, not on All Stars? On All Stars, girls don't give a fuck. Girls be like, all right, woo.
On season 10, I left with a lot of grace and dignity. I was like, I literally said, cha-ching, motherfuckers, cha-ching. That's grace and dignity, bitch. No, she was very. Tamisha was very demure, and she was really gracious about it. And what she said is, it's not goodbye till we meet again. When Tamisha said that, I was like, my business mind kicked in. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be great to write on 8x10s. It was like, till we meet again, Tamisha Iman. Girl, that would be great.
Wait, can you grab my shoe, baby? It's right behind you.
Your Scooty?
No, not my Scooty, bitch. The only honey.
This is so shady. First of all, I ordered them before Bob. My order number is like 50 before Bob, and Bob got his before mine.
I live in Los Angeles, so it has to travel across the country. Also,
bitch. Have you never overnighted a package from LA to New York? Bitch, you get it in 24 hours.
I would say I've never overnighted a package from China to New York. I will say that. But I also went into the online portal and changed your order to mine. So I never ordered them. I just switched out yours, and now I have your shoes. Now, these are my Tamisha Iman high tops. I feel like they should be collector items. Like, I shouldn't wear them.
Well, you already did, so you've ruined that.
Should I make them like collector item?
Tamisha Iman is coming for you.
This
How do they
is-
feel? Are they comfortable?
They're very comfortable. This is the craziest merch I think any Ru Girls ever released. And there's been some wild shit out there. This
Agreed.
is wild. Anyway, goodbye, Tamisha Iman. I am still the president of the Tea Hive. I stand.
I'm so done.
She's so great. And imagine if she heals even more and comes back on All Stars like fucking Kennedy Davenport. Like flipping and shit. Y'all
Girl,
go
I would
crazy.
gag.
Girl, that would be crazy. Let's move on to your arch nemesis, Tamisha Iman.
Oh my God, Bob. Okay, Bob, y'all know this. Bob does this thing. He's creating his own fake narrative that literally does not exist. Tamisha Iman has never said anything about me. So stop
And you better be and you better be lucky she has it, because I know you scared if she ever had a single sideways word to say about you. You be running, honey, running. Okay.
That being said, I do not love this look. It's not my favorite of hers.
Oh, you about to get whopped? No, this is not a great look. I also can't see it.
Okay, but you couldn't see Joey J's, but you know that was ugly.
Okay, well, Joey J, starting at the neck was a disaster. Starting at the top of the head, like, Joey's makeup looks good. I can say that. Tamisha, yeah, I mean, I can't see their whole outfit. I will go back to Joey J and to me, these could be stunning looks for all I fucking know, but they have not posted the full looks online, and we have not seen them.
This is a classic case of Baba's afraid that Tamisha Iman gonna come for his ass. So Baba's like, I mean, it's not ugly.
Wait, what is the classic case of Bob? Is this what is this false narrative that you're spinning where me and Tamisha have anything ever?
Okay. So you mean like you just did a few minutes ago? Just created a fake narrative?
Here's a video.
You don't like that?
I'll be posting the video on my Twitter. I'll be posting the video of Monet versus Tamisha on my Twitter. Let's go into Tamisha's video. So this green screen video was, I mean, it was fine. At one point I was like, there was like a solid 10 to 20 seconds where we didn't even see Tamisha. And I was like, that's a lot for a 90-second video.
Yeah. I mean, I love the voguing aspects of it. I'm guessing that these are some of her drag kids or part of members of her family that vogue. And I liked her costume, but again, this wasn't like, wow. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I think that it was very, it looked, if you look at old videos of Tamisha at the pageants, this is very what Tamisha at her pageant. It's like Tamisha surrounded by 95 people, like going off doing her thing. Which honestly, like, go off, like, work Miss thing. I will say that I thought the lyrics were great, just really phenomenal.
Oh, I wonder why, Bob. Why do you think that?
I just thought they were really great lyrics. That's all I'm saying. They were just really great. Brilliant.
I would love to get Rose on this phone on Watchery, and I would love to give you the moment to apologize to Rose for all the things you said to her throughout the season.
And I'm going to bring Tamisha, and you can do the same. Or you too scared, honey? You too scared? Did you notice at one point Tamisha said that she would have hit Candy if the cameras weren't there? I was like,
I would have
Atlanta
loved
bitch
it.
talking about hitting. Also, I mean, Tamisha, I feel like if it came to a fist fight, Candy Muse would probably pummel you. Like, do not hit this fucking. Don't hit this girl. Candy can probably fight. Candy is built like a bulldog.
Girl, Candy would. I think Candy would destroy Tamisha. Candy would get.
Girl,
wild.
Candy has a neck like a pit. Candy has a neck like a pit bull. Girl, I do not fuck with Candy Muse.
I think Tamisha looks really beautiful, actually. And
I think Tamisha does look pretty.
her breastplate really. It doesn't. It looks. Her breastplate looks like skin.
Yeah, it looks really good. She must do something on it to make it look like put some type of something fabric on it. But I love the fabric. She loves these little long capelet things. I think she looks great. Tamisha looks great.
I didn't like all of Tamisha's look, but some of them I thought were really great, and maybe they were referential. I didn't know the reference. Maybe Utica's looks were referential, and I just don't know the reference. But maybe because Simone and I are probably closer in age than me and Tamisha. I am older than Simone, but I am closer to her than I am to Tamisha. I just don't know. Me and her have more references in common than me and Tamisha do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I also just feel like I think that Tamisha and Utica were some of the best sewers. I do think Tamisha had some big missteps during the season as far as fashion goes, but she also had some really cool moments too. You know what I mean? Like I loved her red pointy shoulder suit she came in the workroom in, and I loved her sheer look. I also loved very much.
The pink one?
No, the sheer one with the thing on the shoulder, where she was looking over the shoulder when she was mad at Elliot with two T's.
Yeah, and I can't tell which one is the sheer. You mean the one where she had like that thing here and the thing down here, like that thing?
Yeah, that one.
Work.
I love that look. That was actually one of my favorite looks of the season, to be honest. Not my favorite look
of
but
the
one
season.
It was one of my favorite looks of the season. I really enjoyed it.
Work.
I mean, even RuPaul said it was one of the most gorgeous things ever been on the runway. And
you and RuPaul are entitled to those feelings.
I agree with her. I think it is a really good look. Like she looked so good that day. I mean, I did not particularly love her purse look or her that neoprene black thing she had on. But anyway, we're all allowed our missteps. As you and I both know on the main stage Drag Race, we're all allowed our missteps.
Yeah, one of us more than the other.
Tamisha Iman, for me the best look was definitely that sheer shoulder flower moment. That was the best look for me.
I think her best one was her entrance look. That red suit. It fits her great. I love the interesting shoulders and the detail on the lapels. So to me, that's her best one. Her entrance look.
I do think that she's one of those folks who is set in her ways.
Definitely.
And even someone else can be like, "Mama, this is not the best one." She'll be like, "It's gonna be the best one tonight." And we'll be like, "All right, you go ahead, go about your business then, Mama. Do your thing, honey."
Tamisha.
I look cunt.
Y'all really do. Also, while that's cooling down real quick, if anyone needs my number, I'll put it in the chat. If you have any questions about like management, and I know again it's a lot to fucking navigate. It's a lot of shit coming at you, and you're like, "What's the tea?" Feel free to hit me up, text me. I'll give you guys whatever advice I can offer. I'll put my number in the chat for y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monet.
Yeah, girl. Trust me, I know it's a lot.